How's it going, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. Just gonna kind of get you caught up on things that have been going on here at the dealership for the last few days. One thing I want to show you is a really nice 2008 Z06. I'm sorry about the wind if it's bad right now. It's very windy today. Check this out. 427 Z06 in red, beautiful vehicle. It was just here for service. It wasn't purchased here, nothing like that. Only has 1,800 miles on it. Absolutely beautiful vehicle. I don't know where they bought it. There's some Paramus Chevrolet dealer plates in the back, so maybe they bought it from them. I'm not too sure. This here that I'm about to hop into right now is a 2022 Traverse Premier. This was a factory order, so this is one of the ones that we ordered back in December that finally showed up. I shouldn't say finally, pretty quick, not too bad. I think we ordered this one, this is the one that was built the week of December 20th, so it just arrived a couple days ago. So December, January, February, 2 months. Figure 2 months it arrived, 2.5 months. One thing that I'm noticing with these vehicles is the buckle to shift. So in order to shift the car into gear like I just did, the vehicle has to be, your seatbelt has to be on. So you have to wear the seatbelt in order to do that. That can be deactivated in the computer on the vehicle. And if you do deactivate it, you just make sure you put your seatbelt on. What I find is it's kind of annoying around the parking lot, because sometimes you just moving the car up 3-4 feet to show a customer, or you're moving it from the back of the store to the front of the store, and you really don't need to have your seatbelt on for that. So what I've got accustomed to doing is just buckling the seatbelt itself and just sitting like I am right now, where the seatbelt is actually buckled and I'm not actually wearing it. My client signed all his paperwork for this and paid for this vehicle today. However, he's not going to physically take it until one day next week. I have to put a trailer hitch on it, so we did order that package from parts. That should be here, actually it should be here sometime today. It's already 2:30, so probably Monday or Tuesday we'll have that installed. And once we have it installed, he'll then come back and take physical delivery. For now, we're just gonna park it right here. I'm using my 360 camera right now, which is a great looking camera. It gives you all different angles and things like that. And they even updated it to where this vehicle does have the sunroofs up overhead. So now the image, the bird's eye view image that I'm looking at here on the screen, it actually has the 2 sunroofs. So it's pretty cool. I'll show you around real quick and just some of the new inventory that we got in. You guys all did see the Duramax dually probably in my last video. So that's here. We also got in a gas 2500 HD. This one is actually sold. It's not available. That was a factory order that just showed up. So those are 2 vehicles that came in, and then everything else is pretty much the same. We have the same 1500 Silverados. I still have the same 2 Malibus here off to my right. We've gotten some Equinoxes in, some Blazers in, and man, is it windy. I mean, I'm looking at the flag. The flag is blowing around like crazy. I tell you what, let me hop back in this car and let's have a quick discussion about something. If you've noticed, so far in this video, you've only seen my face. And it's been intentional that you've only seen my face, because yesterday I got a very nice DM from a Dave B. Not the Dave B sells Chevy that you've come to enjoy watching his content, but from a different Dave B. And, in all caps with multiple exclamation points and all sorts of what looks to be aggressive tones in this DM, and also in the Dealer Rater email. So 2 different sources this came to me through. This Dave B feels that I show my face way too often in videos, and he doesn't know why I do that, and it's very aggravating to him, which I simply just replied, well then don't watch the channel. Simple as that. I want to use this scenario as a teaching point and kind of, just give you my opinion on what this sort of stuff, what it accomplishes. It really accomplishes nothing. And trust me when I tell you, I'm not sensitive to this. This doesn't bother me. But again, I want to use it as a teaching point. Because here's the thing. I will take this as constructive criticism, right? So I make content. I'm a car salesman, right? I'm a car salesman that's putting his life on YouTube for people to watch. Hopefully it helps them when it comes to Chevrolet product and packages, models, how things work, the equipment, questions, things like that. And hopefully it entertains them with dealership life. It's my channel, and it's a channel that I can put up whatever kind of content I want. And either you're going to like the content and you're going to hang around and you're going to watch, or you're not going to like the content and you're not going to watch. It's as simple as that. Now, there's a way to present something like this in a little bit more of a respectful manner. You know, it's like, you could have just come out and said, hey, Dave, you know, listen, I really enjoy watching your videos. I got a suggestion for you, though. When I watch it, I feel like I want to see more of the vehicle. Is there any way you think in your future videos you can point the camera at other things, and highlight those things that you're talking about? Because quite frankly, maybe I do, show myself too much. When I make these videos, my goal has always been, or my mindset has always been, the camera is you. You're the camera, right? My audience is the camera. So when I'm selling a car to a customer here in person, I'm looking at the customer sometimes, and sometimes I'm looking at the car. And sometimes the customer's looking at what I'm pointing out and showing them, and sometimes they're looking at me while I'm talking. So I always do the flip of the camera because I feel like it's the best way to kind of be in a conversational type environment. I've never had a comment before about me showing my face too much, and I'm going to continue to make the videos the way I do. But listen, I'll take this as constructive criticism, and maybe I'll adapt and I'll change things a little bit. But come on, dude. Really? You know what bothers me about this? It's not what was said and how it's typed and how I'm really reading it, because quite frankly, with text and with comments and things, you really can't tell what the emotion or the tone was of the person doing the typing. The way this is typed out, I could pretty much assume the way it was done. And again, it doesn't bother me, but I think about like when I first started making YouTube videos and I would create video, I would question myself the entire time while I was creating and editing and holding the camera like I'm doing now and talking to myself and looking awkward and going through that whole process. Then I would go home and edit it. I would tweak it 1,000 different ways from Sunday. I'd watch the video 10, 15 times in a row, critiquing it and critiquing myself so hard that I wouldn't even put the video on. I would just say, you know what, I'll make another one. And I went through that process. And I think a lot of people go through that process. And eventually, in time, for most people, including myself, I think you get to a point where you just become numb to this, that it doesn't matter anymore. Like, I can care less what people think of the content that I put out there. What I'm hoping is that I put something out and people get some sort of value out of it. And if they do, the channel should grow. And I'm slowly growing the channel, and it seems like things are working and people are enjoying it. So I'm going to keep doing it. But something like this could literally break somebody. Like, somebody's trying to achieve something or build something or have a goal for themselves, can just get knocked down by somebody making comments, whether they're trying to be funny, mean, whatever. It doesn't make sense, dude. It's like, just be kind to people. If you learn how to use your words in a way that can actually help somebody rather than try to put them down to get them to do what you want them to do. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand the concept here. But that's me, so if you want to meet Dave B, the other Dave B, go down into the description. I linked his LinkedIn profile, so you can go down there and you can pay him a visit and say hello if you'd like. I'm totally just kidding. I didn't put the link below. I wouldn't do something like that. Hi, Mom.